Here we go again. Hello everyone and welcome to Inside Pokemn Switch. Today we will look at the possibility of a pre-E3 reveal by Game Freak of the brand new Pokemon RPG for Nintendo Switch. And I guess critically approach some of the multiple rumors that are swarming around the internet and a number of Pokemon channels these days.
Before Conrad goes overboard here, let's get down to the few facts we currently have. As we all know, a brand new Pokemon game for Nintendo Switch was confirmed during Nintendo's E3 2017 Spotlight presentation, the week after Game Freak hosted their own Pokemon Direct. Back then, the president of the Pokemon company, Tsunekazu Ishihara, stated that Game Freak has begun developing a core RPG Pokemon title on the Nintendo Switch. It may not release for more than a year, but we hope you will look forward to it all the same. Since then, we have learned in multiple fiscal reports and release lists from Nintendo of Japan, Nintendo of America, and Nintendo of Europe that this RPG Pokemon title for Nintendo Switch is bound for 2018 or later.
Well, this is only half true, as in some reports it has been stated that the game is TBA, to be announced. So what do we think? We still hope Pokemon Switch will come out in November this year and have quite a visible presence at E3. Nevertheless, we see the initial reveal and tease taking place prior to the event in another Pokemon Direct, just like what we saw prior to last year's E3. A reason to believe this are the multiple reports stating that the title is about to be localized for American, European, and Australian markets. If this is true, then Pokemon Switch is most likely bound to release this holiday season.
In order to find out more about several of these rumors and leaks regarding the game, we decided to reach out to the source of the localization and Project Beluga leak that was eaten by parts of the Pokemon community as absolute truth, namely PixelPar on Twitter. In our exchange of direct messages this Monday, I did my best to see if these Pokemon Switch leaks could in any shape or form be verified. Naturally, I couldn't get much in order to be allowed to show you this, but when asking him, would you say that the information dropped by you and some others is correct, official, regarding Generation 8, Project Beluga and the reveal close to E3? Just want your approach on people uploading videos as confirmed. I got the following reply from @PixelPar.
At the moment, the only things I will confirm is that the codename is Beluga and that localization started in late February 2018. Both of these are 100% factual.
Hearing this, I want to test his statements regarding Pokemon Switch by asking if it is okay that I include his replies in this video.
They're already on my Twitter timeline. Also, it's Pokemon Switch, a 2018 release with 2 versions.
Summing up, according to PixelPar, the RPG Pokemon title for Nintendo Switch is not one title, but 2, and it's coming in 2018, and its codename is Beluga, similar to the whale and highly priced sturgeon Caviar, and that localization of the game in the West began close to 2 months ago in late February. Just to put this slightly, we are skeptical and we have some thoughts regarding this, but first we have to head over to Spain/Catalonia for some more confirmed information. Since during the International Barcelona Comic Fair last weekend, Nintendo of Spain/Catalonia handed out a magazine to those present detailing their biggest upcoming titles, such as Metroid Prime 4, Fire Emblem Switch, Bayonetta 3, and obviously, Pokemon Switch. This magazine was shared to Twitter by user Rakaru Annabella. The irony of the Pokemon section is that it uses the Pikachu from the cover of Gen 1 Pokemon Yellow while referencing the upcoming introduction of the brand new Generation 8, that the game is and that it's slated for a 2018 or later release.
That is all that we got for now. Should we trust this information? To be honest, we're skeptical, and in order to give you a clear and objective approach, we decided to bring SpawnWave in to help us out with the rest of this episode.
Following rumors are a lot of fun because you can speculate, try to make your own determination on these things, but they can also get you into trouble, kind of heighten your expectations to really heights they can't possibly reach. And now we kind of get rumors about things like generations being confirmed, or, well, 2018 being confirmed. Most recently that came in a Spanish magazine, and this was from the Barcelona International Comic Fair, where they made mention that Pokemon Switch will be starting the 8th generation and using new mechanics and coming 2018 or later. Now, this magazine in particular was handed out, has the Nintendo official branding on it, but this magazine does speculate a lot. This one, in fact, was incorrect, with things like the Sinnoh region making its way from Diamond and Pearl into Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Joe Merrick, for example, points this out from Cerebi.net, saying, "I think people should take caution before treating that magazine as 100% on the next game being Gen 8. Many magazines, even official ones, are notorious for being incorrect. We had an official one mention stuff for Sun and Moon that never came to be before." At this point, if you can't trust a magazine with Nintendo's branding on it, you certainly can't trust everyone around the internet. I always say, if it's not from the company or developers themselves, kind of take it as a rumor until it's proven to be fact. Don't take it as a fact that eventually becomes a rumor. Now, there's a lot of things we can kind of figure out ourselves from the transition that they're making from the 3DS to the Nintendo Switch. The big one is, obviously, the Switch is significantly more powerful than the 3DS and also offers a much wider feature set. Things like HD Rumble, the gyroscope where you have motion controls, the IR pointer, the addition of, get this, a second analog stick by default, because not everything with Nintendo's handhelds had that second analog stick. We had like a nub with the new 3DS and then, of course, the new 2DS XL. But it wasn't by default. Now the Nintendo and Pokemon Company and Game Freak know that they have that by default, and of course they will also be taking over the living room now with a mainline Pokemon, something that is new to them. So mechanically, this will surely be the next generation or the next step for the Pokemon Company and Game Freak. Now, Nintendo is having their investors briefing next week, April 26th in Japan, and if they don't have anything before then, you can be sure investors will be asking where Pokemon is, because while we see it as a really fun RPG style game that's been on handhelds that's now making the jump to consoles, they see Pokemon as one thing: money. So leading up to April 26th, there is a point in time that we could see Pokemon referenced or shown in some way, whether it's a direct or an interview or a new website that pops up. That's very possible. If it's not there by the 26th, pay attention. Pay heavy attention to investors' questions and what the date gets changed to on their briefing. They will put financial documents out that are updated, and they have their future games listed. Things like Bayonetta 3, things like Pokemon. Pokemon has been listed as 2018 or later. If they do change it to just 2018, that obviously means it's coming 2018. If it's still 2018 or later, that means they could be working on the localization further, as we have heard with other leaks and rumors. And at that point, well, who knows then if it is 2018.
Thank you for all the perspectives there, SpawnWave. We totally agree that quarterly report, and especially when it comes to the investors that are really awaiting the announcement of when Pokemon will come, because of, obviously, money. The main reason why we can see the Barcelona article or magazine as just pure speculation is that if it wasn't, I believe that Nintendo of Europe president Shibata-san would have deployed his Nintendo ninjas to Spain, sort of a Nintendo Inquisition. Joe Merrick stated it quite well. They were wrong in the past, they're probably wrong again, and based on the wording they used, the fact that they used Pikachu from the first generation being the cover of Pokemon Yellow, I just don't see this as any form of confirmation, just more of an teasing of things to come from Nintendo that year, because you had all the games there like Metroid Prime, Fire Emblem, which we basically have no information about.
In other words, no matter what any PokeTuber tells you or concludes with, at the end of the day, nothing is confirmed until Game Freak and thus Nintendo confirm it. For now, it is probably best to just keep calm and wait for E3 or a pre-E3 Pokemon Direct, as this could be a solution to avoid Smash taking away attention for the reveal of Pokemon and vice versa. And to all the PokeTubers, please don't ruin, or more specifically, spoil, the great home console Pokemon surprise. After all, this might be the greatest reveal of this year's E3, so stop clickbaiting and spreading speculation and rumors as facts.
So make sure to like if you're new, subscribe to our channel, and press the notification bell for more Nintendo Switch, E3 2018, Super Smash Bros. Switch, and Pokemon Switch videos leading up to the Electronic Entertainment Expo, during the event, and way beyond. We're now less than 13,000 subscribers away from 150,000. And if we reach this number by May 12, we will invite and pay for one of you lucky subscribers to visit and check out our setup in Norway this summer. A big thanks goes to SpawnWave for joining us for this video and sharing his opinion on the matchup. By the way, where can we find you?
Make sure you shoot over to SpawnWave Media on YouTube. That's the channel I run there. We have a lot of fun. Check it out, guys, and maybe like or even subscribe there.
Finally, we want to thank all of our patrons, including Royal Producer Kenyatta Ali, for their generous financial support of the realm. If you want to join the ranks and get our custom metal pin to prove it, then check out patreon.com/commonrealm. Until the next Pokemon Switch video, this was the Commonwealth Realm, and make sure to catch them all.